All right, whiskey freaks, I've got huge breaking news out of bourbon country. Like, it doesn't get much bigger than this, so listen up. It turns out Japan's Kirin Holdings is reportedly... I can't believe I'm even saying this, guys. Kirin Holdings is reportedly putting Four Roses Distillery up for sale. Yeah, that Four Roses. Now, we all know it is one of the most iconic and respected names in bourbon, and it could very well soon have a brand new owner. So, according to reports on Al Gore's amazing internet, Kirin has teamed up with UBS, and now they're a major global investment bank, and they're going to shop the brand around, and they're going to test the market and see if anybody might want to buy the iconic whiskey giant. So, in other words, they've called in the money gurus to find out if anybody's willing and who's willing to pay up. And get this, guys, the rumored price tag for Four Roses is expected to be about $1 billion. And the first round bids for the company are expected as early as next month. So you're probably wondering, why is Kirin doing this? Why are they trying to unload Four Roses Distillery? Well, like a lot of big alcoholic beverage companies, they're feeling the shift. They're kind of feeling the hurt right now. My God, how many times have I said it here in the last 15 months, right? We know of all the overproduction, the whiskey glut, as I've talked about it. We know that the younger generations just aren't drinking as much. And couple that with the fact that GLP-1s, those weight loss drugs, they might even be having a big effect on drinking habits, making a lot of folks drink way less or causing them to drink no alcohol at all. And beer and spirit sales are down across the board, especially over in Japan. And that's where Kirin makes most of its money. In addition to that, now they're pivoting hard into health and wellness. So clearly, if you're being honest, and that's what we do here, alcohol does not jibe or go well together with healthcare products. I mean, let's be real, folks. Alcohol and wellness, they don't actually play nice together. I mean, it's the truth, right? So let me give you a little more background to keep it all in context. Kirin is the same company that bought Fancl, and they're a Japanese skincare and supplement brand, and Blackmores, and that's Australia's biggest vitamin company. Not to mention that Kirin owns a pharmaceutical company known as Kyowa Kirin, and they already make up nearly a quarter of the company's total revenue. And let's not forget what's at stake here, guys. Four Roses has roots that go all the way back to 1888 and produces some of Kentucky's finest bourbon out of Lawrenceburg. But let's face it, the road hasn't always been smooth, if we want to be honest. Let's jump in the way back machine, guys, and let's look back at the 1970s. And I'm old enough to remember part of the 70s, but not this part, because I wasn't enjoying whiskey back then. Well, back then, Four Roses basically vanished from American shelves after the owners shifted focus to some crappy blended whiskey overseas. And that was a horrendous and disastrous, it was almost disastrous. And it nearly destroyed Four Roses' reputation forever here in the United States. By the 1990s, the brand had become a forgotten name among bourbon fans who remembered what it could have been, what it used to be, and at that point, basically, it was considered rot gut or cheap bourbon on the bottom shelf. But then came the comeback. When Kirin took over, Kirin Holdings, they took over in 2002, they brought in the iconic Jim Rutledge, and he was master distiller. Together, they pulled off one of the great redemption stories in bourbon history, guys. They returned to the original recipes, they doubled down on quality, and they reintroduced Four Roses to the American market. And what was the result? Well, it was nothing but a good time, kids. A steady rise back to glory, and a brand that now stands proudly again among Kentucky's finest whiskeys. Now, the question is, who steps up next? Will one of the big bourbon players like Brown-Forman or Campari, will they make a move? Or does Kirin hang on to a piece of the company and make a joint venture with somebody like Pernod Ricard? It's hard to tell. But either way, this is one to definitely watch, guys. Look, Four Roses isn't just another whiskey label. And that's why I wanted to jump in real quick today with this quick kind of low-key news update for you guys. this news hit. Four Roses is arguably a cornerstone of Kentucky bourbon. And if this deal goes through, it could shake up the industry in a really big way. So stay tuned. The story's still developing, and I'll be keeping an eye on it with my Glencairn in my hand, doing the work for all y'all whiskey freaks. And before I wrap up today, I've got some really big news that's important to me. See, this podcast doesn't exactly pay for itself. And the wife keeps asking where in the hell all the extra cash has been going over the past year and a half. So I figured, why not put all those late night writing sessions that I have to good use? So I wrote a book. Yeah, me. Like real pages. Okay, well, digital pages. It's called Whiskey Wisdom and Bourbon BS, Barrel Strength Legends, Lies, and Untold Tales. Inside, you'll find dozens of wild and crazy whiskey stories about outlaw distillers, shady marketing schemes, whiskey-fueled inventions, and lots of facts. Many of them just as weird as could be. You might even think they were made up. Some of them might be, some of them might not be. But each chapter ends with one simple question. Is the story whiskey wisdom or bourbon BS? And you're going to be the judge. It's best enjoyed with the pour you're about to keep or collect. It's cheap. It's fun. Guys, it's only $10 on Kindle at Amazon. And I don't want to hear the, well, I don't have a Kindle thing. No problemo, guys. Grab the free Kindle app. You can put it on any phone, any tablet, any iPad, or any Chromebook. Or you can read it right on your computer if you're an old school guy like me. So pour yourself something good. Maybe light a cigar if you're feeling fancy. Have a few laughs, and who knows, you might, I said you might, just learn something. That's Whiskey Wisdom and Bourbon BS, Barrel Strength Legends, Lies, and Untold Tales. The link's in the show notes, guys. And as always, thanks for listening to the Blind Tasting Podcast. Cheers.